Oh, Grommets, that's a lot of creatures. Oh dear, 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 dear. Satryn DX is one of them games where you basically go round twin stick shootering the shit out of everything. And within this, you have 3 main goals. Stay alive, get the largest score that you can, and also save all your friends. Like and subscribe to help me save my friends from these blue things. Oh, actually, this level is quite easy. Not. And saving your friends is done in 2 different ways. You could either shoot all the enemies in a level, or you can actually go around as you're shooting the enemies and collect your friends. And just like that Pokemon game, it is very handy to collect them all. I think one thing that we could all agree on twin stick shooters is the fact that if the controls aren't correct, then you're just going to have a terrible time. Thankfully, the controls on Satryn DX are actually quite responsive. It did take me a little bit time to get into that mindset of the twin stick shooter once again, as I've not played one for a fair while. But once my head was there again, it all flowed quite well. Thankfully, there are about 12 different enemies within this game, and thankfully again, it feels like it's all procedure generated, i.e. it doesn't feel like each level is a carbon copy of the last level creature-wise. Each level does actually feel like a mixed bag of what you're going to be getting. Some many enemies, some very few enemies, and some pretty well mixed up. And as well as enemies, there are obstacles to avoid or to destroy, and these obstacles can actually destroy your friends as well if they run into them. So that kind of collecting your enemies as you go kind of sounds a little bit more sweeter now. And if score building is your bag, then obviously you're going to be wanting to collect as many of those friends as you can, and also killing as many of those enemies as you can. I think the biggest disappointment about the actual score gaining is the fact that you have to do that thing where you have to upload it to a separate thing and basically have it displayed that way, as it doesn't seem to be native to the actual game itself. Although there is an array of different power-ups that you can collect during the actual gameplay, and these are like, 3-way shooting, faster shooting and things like that. Which kind of brings me on to the kind of manual thing that they've got going here, which kind of like tells you about these different weapons that you can pick up, also the different enemies that you get put against, and even gameplay hints, tips and info. Graphically, the game is very retro, and it sounds, looks and feels very retro. All set on one screen with your usual gumph at the top, score, blah 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 and levels. But one of the things I did enjoy about this game was the fact that after you dispense of the enemies, they kind of like splat on the screen, leaving kind of different coloured claret all over the place. To be completely truthful, I know I said it's retro, but it does actually look quite pretty within itself. Sound is very retro again. I never know how to explain sounds on a retro game. It's retro. And there you have it. Thank you very much. Moving on to the score, shall we? And if you want to see more reviews, gameplays and things like that, then go ahead and hit them like and subscribe buttons to be kept up to date, and also to follow my shenanigans. I have actually enjoyed Satryn DX and will probably still play it. It is a fun, cheap twin stick shooter that I definitely think deserves a 7 out of 10 for the amount of enjoyment that I've had out of this one.